So let's go ahead and go over the acquisition screen one more time. If you notice up here, we have a child or adult. Up here, you have your dosage. Small would be primary or mixed dentition, medium, your average female, and large, your average male adult. Here, standard panel, which you can see highlighted. If I were to bring that over to half, you can either select patient left or right. Front dentition, low dose, and then just an ortho shot. So let's go back over to standard. That's probably 90% of what you're going to take. And then you do have some selections for dentition. Again, 90% of the time you will be normal dentition, but if your patient is an ortho patient, might have more slight protrusion, or if they're retracted, you could select that here. If ever you take your shot and it's too dark, you're going to go ahead and step back on your KVN-MA, and if it's too light, you would be stepping up, which you could easily do by just selecting the patient size up here, small, medium, or large. And then once we've selected that, we'll go over and step over to the patient.
Okay, so we have Vicki here at the unit, but I'm going to quickly explain a couple things with our bite sticks and our chin rests. So right now we have our standard bite stick in, and again, that's probably 90% of the time what you're going to use. Each one of these has additional bite sticks that you slide in, and it's important to note that there's a little notch here. So the anteriors 8 and 9 are going to be right here in this notch. You want to make sure your patient doesn't overbite so that we don't get them out of shot. So once we've determined if for some reason, Vicki, we just couldn't get her shoulders to relax, or we were worried about shoulders, we do have a reduced height bite stick. We also have an edentulous or a low bite stick. And for a true edentulous, you would have this bite stick and you would want to use Don rolls. Once we have Vicki at the machine, we want to make sure that we're not too high or too low so she could step in appropriately without hitting her head. So go ahead and Vicki, step on in, and I'll have you either hold your hands at the very bottom, or if you're again worried about shoulders, go ahead and take your hands to your palm and you can set them right there, and that will kind of help pull your shoulders down. Okay, so from there, we're gonna just make sure and kind of guide Vicki in. Go ahead and put your chin right there. And then can you feel that little notch, Vicki? Okay, perfect. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the laser light. Oops, first actually, we need to take a step forward. We're gonna go ahead and tell the machine earlier that we are ready to take that pano shot. And then it looks like it's accepted. Now I can make sure that she is both mid-sagittal and also her Frankfurt horizontal looks correct. So if you're okay, Vicki, I'm just gonna slide your hair to the side. What we're looking for here is kind of making sure that laser light is right at her Frankfurt horizontal. Looking for all atragus. We're gonna have a slight tilt of the chin. If we need to, we can just kind of drop Vicki down just a little bit so we get that nice slight tilt of the chin. And from there, if everything looks good, I can go ahead and secure Vicki in. Does that feel okay? All right. And then we would step out and we would acquire the image. So while Vicki's in the unit and we've selected our pano, we would on the machine be hitting our little checkbox to allow the unit to know that we are ready to take that image. And you can see right up here that the unit is ready and there is a gray bar up at the top.
Okay, so let's just double check that Vicki is in. We're gonna go ahead and make sure everything looks good. I'm gonna get you just that slight tilt of the chin again. Go ahead and keep your chin down. Do you feel like you're standing nice and tall? Shoulders are dropped. Okay, perfect. And we'll come in here. Let's make sure the machine knows that we are ready. And we've got the green bar, so we'll go ahead and step over. Your exposure button's here. You want to make sure you're 6 feet away or behind a wall. All right. There you go. And now the patient can step out. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, and there we go. So for a nice pano, you're looking for that nice smile line that lets us know that we had that nice slight tilt of the chin. There we go.
Okay, so Vicky has stepped out from the unit. This would be an appropriate time to go ahead and take her back to her chair, and then you could come in and wipe down, and then selecting that checkbox will allow the tube head to be reset and also make sure that the image is back over here acquired. All right, so Vicky is back. We're now going to take a CBCT on her. Let me go ahead and step back again. Here is her pano. And important to note, once you've taken a pano on a patient or even previously a CBCT, we would want to hit the check mark on the unit, and that will make sure to allow the tube head to get back to the resting position to take another scan. So now we're going to transition over to CBCT. Our window pops up, and here again we have child, adult, small, medium, and large. I'll go over that again. Child, adult, small, medium, large. It's important to note on cone beam, we're typically taking these on adult patients. So for the best image quality, we want to be on adult and large patient. From here, we would determine our dentition. So we're taking this on an Optima 3D, and we have up to a 17 by 12 field of view. So we have both a full arch, which is kind of our native scan, and then our extended arch, which is going to get us that larger field of view on Vicky today. If we wanted to, we have the option down here to increase the MA. So let's go ahead and select that, and then we'll go ahead and step over to the unit. So now Vicky is here for a CBCT. Again, we would want to make sure that this is at the appropriate height for her to step in. So go ahead and Vicky, let's step in. Let's have you stand nice and tall. I just want to see where you are first before go ahead and step out real quickly. Just step up nice and tall. I'm going to move that up just a little bit. Go ahead and come in. Okay, and then go ahead and put your chin down. Perfect. So on the panos, we have a slight tilt of the chin. On the cone beams, we want just flat occlusion. So right here, Vicky looks good. I'm gonna let the machine know that we are okay to take that extended field of view. And then I'm gonna make sure that the laser lights again are turned on. We're looking for just that mid-sagittal and that Frankfurt horizontal. And everything looks good. I can have Vicky smile just to verify. All right. Make sure that she's in those notches and she's not too far forward. And then from here, I can go ahead and make sure that the unit is showing green. Let's go ahead and double check. Okay, so now we have the green bar. We'll go ahead and step out. All right, Vicky, go ahead and swallow and hold still. Okay. And then you can let your patient out. Okay, so now we're back in the AIS software where we've taken Vicky's pano as well as her CBCT. So I can go ahead and click on that. I can just double click with my mouse and it's going to go ahead and launch that CBCT. From here, we're in our AIS software and we've got lots of different layouts and options that we can do with the software. Right now, it's kind of just defaulting to our MPR, so multiplanar radiology layout. But if we wanted to, we could change it to a larger 3D volume with all of our axial, coronal, and sagittal views as well showing. From here, we can go into different 3D settings. We've got all of the templates here on the side where I can kind of focus more in on airway, different bone structures, bringing in some more of the soft tissue. And then from here, so everything is kind of top to bottom, as you can see, just kind of coming down this line. So your data import would be if we wanted to import an STL, we would make sure that we had the STL on our desktop and we would bring it in here. But you can see that it will accept and bring in a lot of other options as well for importing. Okay, so in the 3D settings, I mentioned earlier, we have different layouts and we can choose the different layouts up here, multiplanar radiology, one that kind of blocks it out on the 4. So you've got lots of options here. What's nice is you have access to all of these templates. So right under your settings, you can come into this 3D settings. You can look more at the patient's airway. You've got all of the different options all the way down to bringing in more soft tissue. And then if I were to go ahead and spin this to the patient right and patient left, you also have the option to come here and quickly get over to any view, patient left, patient right, top, bottom, and then also use your mouse to bring it back center. So we talk a lot about a zero footprint on both the Optima 2D Prime as well as the Optima 3D. So if you notice here, this is our brand new unit. This was upgraded earlier this year, but I want to just kind of point out some measurements because it's really important to kind of just see these in real time. So when we talk about zero footprint, how far out from the wall are we coming? So if I go ahead and measure that, I'm at about 30, just over 35 inches. From side to side, if I were to get the handlebars in play, I'm looking at about just shy of 17. And then if we're talking about just the footprint of our rotation of the tube head, and I'm measuring that, I'm just about 27 and a half. So as you notice here, if I were to put this unit on the wall, I could be as close as 24 inches from mid to the wall. But you do want to give your patient enough room. So if we're looking at the unit, your patient is going to enter in on the left side of the unit, and you are going to be positioning them on the right side of the unit. The patient is facing outward, so it's nice because they're not going to feel claustrophobic. And again, if you had a pretty narrow wall, we're going to make sure that we're going to get everything, in a pretty compact space.